Yo, this is Ryan,
And this is T.
and you're listening to the
Chainsaw Mafia podcast. Let's go.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. This is Chainsaw Mafia podcast.
This is
Straight from the bucket truck.
This is Chainsaw Mafia podcast.
this is
Chainsaw Mafia podcast. We're coming to you live from the bucket truck.
The one and only international, baby.
So, this bucket truck's got a lot of miles on it. It's got a lot of time, a lot of hours on it. You know, this truck's seen some shit, bro.
Yeah, in the short time that I have been lucky enough to be cradled within this beauty here, I've experienced some wild shit as well. And, you know, felt some things, talked about things, man. A lot goes down in this fucking old tin can, right?
You know, it's kind of almost like a truth serum. You know, you get in here and it just, you know, makes you spill your beans.
It does. The feelings come out.
So, yeah, this bucket truck, I remember when it showed up new to the Byron area. This truck used to be owned by Miles Tree Service of Byron. I remember the day he bought it. He bought it sight unseen. It came out of Wisconsin. It was delivered. We thought this was the baddest motherfucker in the world, bro. It showed up, and it looked, you know, it was like when you get a brand new car.
Yeah. What year was that?
Well, this truck is a 1991, and we acquired it probably in 2005 or 6 or something like that. 2004, 5.
Yeah.
You know, so it was still pushing 15 years old or whatever, you know, when he got it.
Yeah.
And it was a bad bitch. So
I imagine it was probably in a lot better condition back then.
not much.
No? It was still pretty fucked up.
No, I mean, this truck, it's an international, man. It's a beast of a work truck. It's a you know, most school buses are internationals for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, you mentioned that, and it just made me think about the fact that we've talked about a lot of times, like, we talk about this bucket truck, how great it is that you have this because it could be utilized in a apocalyptic scenario.
You know, I used to be a huge Walking Dead fan, man. So, if you ever did get into Walking Dead and, like, really watch it, you had to have put yourself in the end of days scenario and just kind of visualized what it would be like.
For sure.
So, yeah, this would be a hell of a fucking murder wagon. This would be a hell of a Mad Max mobile. You know what I mean? I mean, it could do a lot of different stuff for you.
It's a 91, like you said, so the mechanical aspects of it are, you know, the classic, if you know how to wrench on shit, you can get your way around this thing.
Well, there's like no computer, it's not electrical at all. You know, I mean, you start this fucking thing and you turn it off via a physical choke. We started with a screwdriver.
I was just gonna say, why don't you let them know how we started?
I mean, not necessarily a screw. I mean, anything you can use to turn this fucking thing. I mean, I've used everything from
chainsaw wrench
to a screwdriver to a old key that doesn't actually go to this truck to whatever you can get to turn the ignition, man. But I actually love this thing. The truck itself is probably in a lot better condition than the actual aerial lift portion of the truck.
Right.
You know, I mean, I would drive this fucker to Florida tomorrow, but at the same time, it's pretty shady when you're fucking 60 feet in the air with this bucket. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's making a lot of
creaking sounds,
and
popping.
Oh yeah,
it's sketchy. I mean, from the ground, you know. And you can tell, like, it's a gradual thing that happens over days and days and days. And then eventually it's like, man, we got to get some grease on this motherfucker. We got to get these hydraulics checked out. Because this thing is, you know, I remember, is it still sinking slightly?
a little bit.
Yeah, that's,
you know,
sick.
but what kind of happens in this industry is you kind of get used to something. and then you don't realize it anymore. You know, I mean, you end
Yeah.
up starting the truck with no key, and then it just becomes second nature.
Exactly.
You end up position yourself in the tree because you know that you're gonna drop a few inches. So you just
Yeah.
once you do it for a while, you just kind of forget about it, man, and move on to the next problem because there's always another problem.
Exactly.
There's always another problem.
Yeah, so you're kind of like putting little band-aids on things, or you're you're putting out little fires because there's a big fucking fire right around the corner happening that needs to get dealt with. Usually is the case. It's like, okay, we gotta patch this so it'll get us through this motherfucker. Like, we gotta limp it through so that we can get it home and deal with it. There's so many moving parts that if you can't let it stop. You got to keep shit moving. So
I mean, it's like your body, bro.
Yeah.
Use it or lose it. Keep it going, you know. The worst thing for this truck would be to just sit there. I don't want people to get the wrong impression. It's still a fucking workhorse.
Yeah.
You know, it's still a money-making motherfucker. It's still
every day.
Still is production as far as this tree service goes. It's our heart and soul, you know.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I'm looking forward to getting a newer one, but at the same time, I'm gonna be sad when we're done with this. You know, because not only is the bucket truck, it's also a podcast studio.
Exactly.
You know, it's
yeah.
also a like a confessional. You
Yeah.
know, consider me the priest. You know, you can get in here and just drop your confessions.
Exactly, man.
I'll give you your penance.
Exactly.
You know, a couple Hail Marys, a couple Our Fathers.
Or at
know.
least you'll listen. You know, you'll fucking you'll be an ear for.
Yeah, dude, I
you
don't
know?
judge, you know.
Yeah.
I don't judge, you know. We all live in glass houses, and my house is just as glass as the next one, you know. So,
For sure, man.
you know, the last thing I do is throw stones when living in a glass house.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, I get a lot of people, you know, that come through the doors of Lynch Tree Company, employee-wide, stuff like that, and their life is definitely not in the fast lane. But they're always going to tell you what you need to do, what you should do, what you're doing wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
that's not me, bro.
No, I get you, man. You know, in today's world, man, it seems like one of the biggest issues is people just fucking, and here we are. I love the irony of this is that what I'm about to say. People love to fucking talk and tell you this and tell you that, man, but not a lot of people listening, you know. In my real everyday life, I do try to make a point to listen and not always be the one fucking talking. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Believe me.
So it's important, you know, and I mean, I totally understand the irony that here we are fucking talking into microphones in your bucket truck, you know, as if we're so important. That motherfuckers should listen. But the truth is, motherfuckers need to listen, all right? Because we got some shit to say. I think this whole thing is going to be a fun thing for us to.
It's so
to do.
organic, and it's ever evolving. I mean, this is the first 10 minutes we've ever done.
This is our pilot.
Like the first 10 minutes we've ever done, you know. So it's definitely going to be a work of art in progress. Once it does get out to other people, to people that would maybe consider themselves a fan, once it gets out there, you know, we're definitely going to be open to criticism. We're going to be
For
open
sure.
towards what do people want to hear. What do you want to hear about tree work? What do you want to hear about the insides? And not only just tree work. We got a lot of different experiences and a lot of different things in life that we've both been through, you know. So I mean,
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, I think, you know, generally, if we're gonna try to do this little thing on the end of the week, we'll talk about some tree shit.
yeah. So
It's
actually, now that you
inevitable.
mentioned that, let's just kind of go there. You know,
Let's do it.
It is Friday.
Yeah.
We kind of had the thought of every Friday we'll shoot the shit in the bucket truck at the end of the week, kind of recap our week. As far as what happened in the tree world, I mean, we'll even talk about politics. We'll talk about what's going on in the world right now. You know?
We're gonna go there.
We'll kind of.
All right, let's do it.
I mean, we'll touch on current events, bro.
I'm
I mean,
with it. Look,
We're gonna touch on current events. You know, I'm gonna.
let's make it organic. Let's keep it real. You know,
Absolutely.
This is
You know, and
this is why we're doing this. We're excited to to have fun with this thing and let it grow. So yeah, this week, man, what happened this week? Let's get into it.
We started with we had a 3-day job to start the week out. We worked in the same job Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday was fucking horrible. I mean, you could cut the air with a knife.
Oh yeah.
It was so fucking thick out there.
Yeah.
It felt like it was going to rain and looked like it was going to rain at any moment. Just looked like it was just going to... And that's another thing that's been pissing me off a lot.
Right.
We have had no storms in the east side of Michigan at all lately, bro.
Yeah.
Something's going on. Chemtrails or 5G or the Flint water. Something, some conspiracy is actually coming true and preventing these storms from breaking.
It could be Wayfair. Now that I think about it,
Wayfair or maybe even Wish.com. Something's fucking this up.
It's
dude.
Definitely it's something is weird, and it's
we get these huge. It looks like these huge storms rolling across Lake Michigan, and you're like, man, it's gonna fucking be rocking and rolling here in a little while. All of a sudden, that line hits Lansing, and these storms just disappear, bro. There's like nothing that ever materializes. It's
into
crazy,
nothing.
Man. I mean, honestly, this summer, have we had any rock and roll thunderstorms that you could? I mean, think about it.
Maybe a couple, and I mean that I can remember out where I live.
I guess,
you know
bro.
I mean?
I really don't. I mean, there used to be at least a day a week. I mean, we used to get quite a bit of rain days I mean, have we had any rain days this season? Like, really?
Not much, man. I mean, we've had some sprinkle days.
I tossed the towel in pretty easy.
yeah. Exactly.
So,
I mean, we had a couple days though. We gotta give ourselves a little bit more credit because we have had a couple little days where it was sprinkling or whatever. Like days where a lot of times we would have been like, we ain't fucking, we ain't working in this shit. And we went right at it.
I mean, now I think about it, we got that dude Longtooth. Every person we work for kind of gets a nickname.
Yeah.
This dude he was wearing yellow knee-high rubber boots like the Morton Salt Man.
Yeah.
That day it fucking poured, bro.
It did.
Well, I mean, we had standing water on the job site. We worked right through it. Pushed right through that son of a bitch.
Yeah, stomping through big ass water.
So certain times, like once you're getting going and you see the light at the end of the tunnel as far as the job's going, it starts raining or something, you're like, fuck that, let's just get done with this son of a bitch.
Exactly.
But I mean, that's like the only real rain. I mean, earlier in the spring we had some rain, but so yeah, this week, the first 3 days were the one job in Brighton, which
sucks.
Shout out to people that live in Brighton, but I hate working down there, bro.
Your
really
traffic sucks. It's a long drive for us, so it's like
everyone's fucking so pretentious down there. It pisses me off.
I wasn't gonna say it. But
I will.
There you go.
I'll fucking say it.
Go for it.
So, but yeah. So then, of course, that job we had to grind some stumps at the end. We have our own Bandit stump grinder. It's a fucking Caterpillar diesel. It's a beast, man. But it's got some age on it. Mm-hmm. And we limp it along. It does its thing, but it fucked up on us yesterday. So, of course, we get the job almost done. Stump grinder takes your shit. Yep. So now I got to go talk to the customer, tell them, hey, we're almost done, except for my equipment broke down. So then I have a guy that we contract out for stumps. He's a very reliable dude. I'm not gonna give you his number. You call me. I'll sell you the stumps.
See how that works. This motherfucker is always hustling.
So he had to come out and finish it for us. So then that was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Thursday.
And what did we do yesterday?
That's the type of shit
we had a not a bad day yesterday.
But that's what the type of shit, dude. Like, I can remember some details of 3 days ago, but yesterday's shit, I don't remember where we were
what
at.
the fuck did we even do yesterday?
I really don't remember.
Hold on.
I really don't remember.
Time out. Yeah, you know what? We got to get drops on this show, too. Because I'm going to edit all this. I'm going to cut some shit out of it, like what I'm saying right now. But We got to get some drops because I know one of your catchphrases that you always say is timeout, and I have a feeling that you're going to be saying timeout on this bitch at some point. So I want to get like a good, like an NFL clip of, you know what I mean? Timeout called by, you know what I'm saying? Lynch or whatever. And we're gonna throw that as a drop, either do it in post or whatever. But anyways, timeout. What were you saying? We don't know where the fuck we were yesterday.
I really don't.
What the fuck did we do? Hold up, I don't have my notebook with me. I feel so naked right now and lost because I've been writing everything in a fucking notebook. Okay, I've been bullet journaling. That's a conversation for another day. But I could tell you right now what we did yesterday, but I don't have my notebook with me.
No, so I remember. We left the dump trailer with the stump grinder.
Oh, we went to that fucking roofer dude's house.
Yes, yeah. Shout out Chuck Nelson, Byron Roofing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we knocked out a job for his son over on. I ain't gonna tell you where he lives, but
right,
over
it was
over in Fenton.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a fucking cakewalk, bro. We took down just a birch tree. Took down a birch tree.
Keeping it organic.
And then just trimmed up a maple. Made it home. Yeah, it was a cakewalk.
It was. I mean, it's. I mean, compared
so two
to
days in a row, we were done before 1 p.m.
Exactly, and that's a fucking beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
And you know what's beautiful about that is that's why you own your own company, right?
Absolutely. No, listen, man. I mean, I quit a baller ass job. I had a baller ass job, dude. I loved my fucking job before I started my own company. But the only reason I left it, and the one thing that wasn't baller about it, was the schedule.
Right.
I had to work the weekends, and I had to work when they fucking told me to.
Right.
So I came to open my own business with the bare minimum of, if I make what I made there, I'm happy.
Right.
I mean, as long as I made the same amount of money and got to pick my schedule.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so to make more and pick my own schedule, it's a no-brainer.
For
you
sure.
know what I mean? So the only reason I quit to do the only reason I started my own business was to work when I wanted to, which I'm very blessed to have that ability. You know what I mean? It's kind of cocky to say I work when I want, and
I don't think it is. I don't think it
I'm just saying because I have the work that I can do it when it's not like I have no work and I can only work when somebody else, you know what I mean? It's like I got enough work that I'll do it when I want to do it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man. I mean, that's, as far as I'm concerned, that's the American dream.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
we could be putting in a lot more time and making a lot more money.
Right.
But I'm not doing it. I mean, yes, I'm doing it for the money, yes. But I'm doing it because I want to work when I want to work. I don't want to work when I don't want to work.
You're in control of of your future, your plans, what you're doing that day, that week. You know what I mean? Dude, there's nothing more amazing than that.
Yeah, and that's why I try to pay you guys and my guys a day's salary, whether we work, you know what I mean? That way you're not getting screwed by my, oh shit, I don't want to work the rest of the day, you know, and then you're not just getting paid by the hour, you know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. No, it's a very cool
I think it's
setup.
a pretty cool setup
compared to fucking, I would assume, working at like a big, large tree company where you're just a fucking another dickhead.
Well, I mean, time clocks. I mean, unless you are a contractor or something like that, 9 times out of 10 you're paid by the hour.
Right.
Your time is, get in, you punch out, and that's when you're paid by. Mm-hmm. So.
Which, I mean, another thing about doing this shit, a reason why I like to do it, is I enjoy the physical and outdoor aspects of it. I like fucking, I like going hard, fucking grinding brush, like throwing down on some shit and blowing it out and getting out early. I love that shit.
No,
right?
I mean, it's hardcore, dude. You're fucking tan.
Right.
We're out here. I'm dead serious. We're running heavy equipment. I mean, this is no pussy shit.
No, it's badass.
You know, I mean, we're just in here goofing off right now. This is the first podcast. We're making it sound like we're a bunch of bitches. We don't like working and all this.
No.
That's the farthest thing from the truth.
No.
You know?
No, what I'm saying is the opposite. I fucking like to work really hard and get out early, blow the job out, get it fucking done, you know? And that's, if you worked at a bigger place where they, you know, you're clocking in and all this shit, like, what's your motivation, dude? You know what I mean? Like, you're like, if we blow this bitch out in 3 hours, I'm making fucking $50 today or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that would suck. That would not be cool.
Oh, exactly.
What about today, dude? Like, do you want to talk about fucking how today turned from what looked like a promising, easy little...
Yeah, you know, Fridays I try to make it easy. Try to, you know, have it a short day. You know, Fridays, especially we got good weather and stuff, and yeah. So, one thing I gotta improve myself is I think stuff and I don't say it. So I'm up in the bucket, I'm cutting, and the pickup truck is parked pretty close to the tree. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, man, we need to move that thing. But I only had one more cut left. You know, one more cut. So I'm like, fuck it. Well, I was cutting over these power lines, and so I kind of shot the piece of wood extra far to try to miss the line, and blew out the windshield on the pickup truck. Fucking log right into the windshield of the pickup truck. Yeah. So, it was 100% my fault because, no, the truck should not have been there. It should not have been there. It was stupid. I should have told someone to move it from the jump. But I didn't tell no one to move it. Take full responsibility. Shit breaks, bro.
Listen.
Shit gets broken. Shit gets fucked up.
Listen.
The shit that really is frustrating is the preventable shit. And this was 2001% preventable.
For sure. But
that's the most frustrating shit, is the preventable shit.
But I want to emphasize, though, that, like you said shit breaks. You can't say that enough in this fucking business. Shit breaks every single day. When you told me that when I first started doing trees, I was like, wow, you know, and I thought you were, yeah, this is tough stuff. Shit breaks a lot, you know, and I'm thinking, like, it's once in a while you got to fix some shit. No, this is season 2 for me. And, no, you're fixing shit constantly.
Well, the only way you are going to be profitable in tree work is to be able to be a problem solver.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole job. I mean, getting the trees down and stuff is, okay, that's, 101. That's the plan. But when your equipment and your tools break, now the job itself is not the task anymore. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah.
Yes, it is. No, the job itself is the task.
Yeah.
And the tools you are using to make that easier has now made it even harder.
Right.
So you need to be able to solve that problem while keeping the overall machine still running. You know what I mean? The overall machine, as in the company, still churning while something else happens. You know? If you have to hire a mechanic or someone to fix every single thing that breaks, you're going to be broke, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's all shit does is break.
Exactly.
You have to be able to be a problem solver. So if you are not mechanically inclined and you just cannot solve a problem, like, in the heat of the moment, don't try to do trees, bro. Just don't.
Well, don't try to run your own business
at all,
doing
really.
trees.
You know what I mean? You have to be a jack of all trades.
You really do. And I'm definitely impressed with you and your dad's broad sense of knowledge of all of every aspect of it, to the mechanical aspects of each piece of equipment. I've literally watched you guys fix, I've watched every fucking piece of equipment that we own, or that you own, break. I've seen every piece break, and I've seen, you guys fix every fucking piece. I've helped on a couple. I've helped break a couple fucking things myself. And it's just inevitable in this business, man. It's insane. It's very dangerous. And I don't want to make it sound like we're reckless by any means, because we are incredibly careful and incredibly we take every precaution possible that we can think of. But it's the type of work where one slight miscalculation, one slight, I should have said something out of the bucket truck, or I should have said something from the ground, or I should have, whoever it is, could have prevented something bad from happening. But it's just, you know what I mean? You can, I shoulda, coulda, woulda all fucking day.
You got to learn from your mistakes.
Exactly.
You have to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, there's no losses, just lessons.
Exactly.
You know, so yeah, bro. And there's nothing more frustrating than as an employer where somebody breaks something or has a mistake. You try to show them what happened, why that was wrong,
right.
blah, 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 blah. And if they continue to do it, there's nothing more frustrating. Learn
Absolutely,
from your
yeah.
mistakes. Absorb what's going on, man.
Yeah.
You know?
For
So,
sure.
but, yeah, man, this is the pilot episode. I would like to do nothing but get better from here as far as this podcast goes.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to... you keep talking about drops. I listen to Drew and Mike a lot. I mean, that's my podcast. Drew and Mike show. They used to be on 101, The Riff.
I grew up listening to them, dudes,
You know,
man.
their drops are crazy. So one of their main drops is a Homer Simpson drop where he says, "Be more funny."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's like a
yeah.
drop I want to is playing in my head right now. Like, be more funny, be more entertaining.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? So,
Well, hey, man, look.
hopefully we can head that direction. Hopefully,
For sure. I think
hopefully there was enough bait on this hook to get you to bite and come back.
I think it's important that in the, I guess, spirit of keeping it real, that we try to just hit all the bases, man. Yeah, I want this shit to be funny. Obviously, it's got to be hilarious. It's gonna be funny. We're gonna do some goofy shit. Today was a fucked up day, dude. You smashed your fucking windshield, like you said.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
We had a plan to do this podcast all week, and it almost didn't happen because
because of this.
How fucked up my head was because of that.
And that's the thing.
But $265 later, and Steven's Glass and Argentine's gonna have me a new windshield in there.
Well, there
so
you
it's
go.
not that big a fucking deal,
Dude. You pull your fucking boots.
It was
up.
still a profitable week.
Yeah.
Still got work on the books, and we'll be back at it on Monday. So
absolutely. Yeah, man. Anything else?
just let everyone know that we are the Chainsaw Mafia.
That's right.
You know, we live this Chainsaw Mafia lifestyle. I mean, this is
out here.
The Cosa Nostra of chainsaws.
Yes, and the Nostradamus of your mamas.
So, peace out, Girl Scout.
Later, taters. We'll see you next week.
Peace.